everyone, hello. Welcome to the new subscribers and welcome to all the supporters who are always with us. Thank you so much. And we've got quite a nice day here. It's not windy and it's not raining, so that's a good day. And it's autumn, so I'm in the middle of doing a huge house clean. Because I was kind of semi-invalided for the last few weeks, I haven't done very much. It's that time of year when I like to clean up after summer, before Christmas, have a big clean. And I've noticed around the house there are certain items made of wood. You know, I've got a sideboard, I've got a bed head, I've got kitchen table and other things. They're looking a bit dry and tired, so I'm going to make a furniture polish. And I'm going to be using our beeswax. But before I go in, I'm just going to pick some of this plantain because I've had 2 bites on my legs. So what I'll be doing with the plantain is I'll be chewing it up into a spit poultice. I'll put it onto my legs and then I'll cover it with a little dressing. And that'll last maybe, I don't know, 4 to 6 hours, and then I'll replace it with fresh plantain. And it will draw out, I've been doing it already, it's drawing out all the venom from whatever bit me, and then it will begin to heal. So the swelling is going down, the area of my leg that was red it's coming back to its natural colour, and it's working really well. But I'm going to go in now and start the furniture polish. New dogs go round. So I've got my beeswax here. It's far too much for what I'm about to make, so I've just broken it up and I've got a bit here. So this beeswax, I've rendered it twice already, so you can see it's a really beautiful, lovely, clear yellow, but there's still a little bit of grit on the back here. So I'm just going to render it for a 3rd time to get rid of that. And I'm just going to pop it into a piece of muslin, and that will collect all the impurities and the wax will come out into the water, which is here bubbling away behind me, and then the wax will rise to the top and it'll make another disc like this, and then it'll be easy to break it down and use it in this furniture polish. So I'm just going to pop this into the water. So I'm going to leave that there for about half an hour and get on with my housework. So the beeswax is rendered. I have another disc, although it is much smaller than the one we got after the bee harvest. So here is a very thin disc of beeswax after the 3rd rendering. It's completely pure now. I'm just going to weigh out 35 grams of beeswax. So I'm going to pop that into a jug. Just dry my hands. And then I'm going to put in a tablespoon of linseed oil. So that's 1 tablespoon of raw linseed oil. And I'm just going to break up the beeswax to make it a little bit smaller so that it'll melt a little bit quicker. So I'll put a pan of water back on. When that heats up, I will put this in and we'll melt the beeswax with the linseed oil. Okay, so the wax is melted, and I'm quickly going to put in 4 tablespoons of turps. 1, And then just giving it a good stir until everything seems to have blended in together. And then I'm just going to pour it into a metal jar, like it's a tin jar. It smells nice and beeswaxy. It also smells very clean because of the turpentine. So there you go, there's my furniture polish. And now I just want to show you, now I got that recipe from my herbal teacher, my first teacher years and years ago, but I've also got a recipe for your chopping boards, because they're kept, you know, when they get wet, and then we never submerge them, but they do get wet on the surface, and then they're next to the range, so they get probably quite dry. So I'm going to also oil these as well. And to do that, it's beeswax again with olive oil. And this was a recipe I found on Lovely Greens. So in here, this is for chopping boards and wooden tools as well, like these. And it's 12 grams of beeswax and 75 ml of olive oil or fractionated coconut oil. I'll put the recipes and the links below. And this is ready now, so I'm going to pour it into the tin. So there's the furniture polish, which is almost set and ready. And this one is going to be for the chopping boards. And all you have to do, now that's not really going to solidify because it's mainly olive oil. It will just be very soft and more like an ointment. So you'll just take your chopping board and you take a nice little soft cloth. So this is a pair of very soft cotton old pyjamas, pyjama legs, lovely and soft. And I'm just going to use this as my cloth for oiling. So you just rub it in, use a bit of elbow grease as well, and just do the sides. And then you can see the grain of the wood, it just looks so much nicer. It doesn't look as thirsty. And because it's just beeswax and olive oil, it's completely and utterly safe for food preparation. So you don't need to worry. And if you use the fractionated coconut oil is antibacterial, so even better. Now, I'll reach for this one. That looks nicer. If you find you've got maybe too thick a coat, you can just take a piece of paper towel and blot it, and it'll just take up any excess. But I'll give it a while to kind of sink in before I do that, because I don't want to blot it off straight away. So the polish has set, so I'm going to head off now into the living room and polish the sideboard, and I've got a couple of other things around the house. But apart from it smelling good and knowing it's going to do the wood good, it's great to know that there are no chemicals in this. It's all natural and it's safe. It's not going to disrupt hormones or give people allergies. It's completely chemical free. It's all natural, and it feels really good to have made something. And I'm using a bit of recycled cloth. So I'm going to go now. I'm excited to use this on the sideboard. I'll see you all next week, and hope your week is a wonderful one. I hope you enjoyed today's film. If you did, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And have a look at the website danusirishherbgarden.com for more information about us and about the herbal medicine courses I offer and the Wise Woman Way training. And if you go to the shop, you can find the books, the weed handbooks and other herbal goodies. And remember, we put a new film out every Sunday. So looking forward to seeing you next week.